Hey, and welcome. Glad you're able to catch one live. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Oh, when I responded to your comment, it's just for some reason it didn't show up underneath your comment. It showed up as a new comment on the video um, about DOS and DOS 2. Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream, episode number 2 of our Solasta 2 Early Access Sorcadin gameplay series. I'm Commander Jorval, and I want to thank you for coming along on our journey today. So, admin notes. There was an update to the Early Access game released unexpectedly this week. And I want to take a minute to go through it. So I'm going to switch and bring... Okay, sorry, I was looking at something else. So the patch notes here label this update 0.5, and that's because, again, we were not expecting this. This was their early access roadmap that they had put out with Q3 and Q4. We didn't know about this. We had heard that they were working on character updates, or character creator updates, and that sort of stuff. I think we all just kind of figured it was going to come in a patch either sometime in Q2 or possibly in Q3. But they decided to put this out now, and the main aspect of it is the character creator. And there's a lot here. I'm not going to go through everything in the character creator. There's, like I say, a lot more presets. There's a lot more sliders for adjusting face and body features. There is a merge mechanic here where you can pick different body styles and merge them together in different percentages. And then there's voice pitches, because right now there are only 4 voices in the game. There are 2 male and 2 female voices. This allows you to get more of those, or different character voices, simply by changing the pitch up or down to kind of simulate getting a new set of voices. This is the big thing that everyone was kind of waiting on, and that was saving your characters in your collection. You could do this in Solasta Crown of the Magister. It was a little disappointing that it was missing from the start of early access, but it's now here. So when you finish creating your character, you can now save them into your collection so that you can either reuse them or you can edit them and use them later. So when we get another update or multiplayer comes out, you can have characters that you've previously created inside your collection ready to use, so you don't have to go through the rolling or the setup process for those characters again. So you can now also share those characters with other people, because there is a folder inside your save games folder that now has your collection of characters in it. So there is also a change list here, and as you can see, this change list is pretty extensive. These are bug fixes that they've been working on, and there are some really important ones here. The first is added a setting to disable game mute when alt-tabbed. This is an Unreal Engine thing. Games that are made with Unreal Engine, if you play like most streamers do, where the game itself is in a windowless full screen mode, so it's not playing full screen where you have to alt-tab to get to something else. You play the game in a window, but the window is full size to your resolution, and there are no borders around it. So it looks like it's full screen, but it's not. What that allows you to do is to move your mouse between multiple different monitors and still keep the game looking unchanged, so you can do things in the background, like checking your stream or typing in chat or doing things like that. And the game on the screen or on the stream is unchanged. The problem with that is that as soon as you click or start typing in another window outside of the game window, it would mute the audio for the game. That's just, like I say, an Unreal Engine thing. There are ways to use command prompts in the executable to change that in some games. Not all games, but in some. It's just easier if the developers realize that streaming is a thing that people want to do with their games, and add in a toggle setting to not have that happen. So that's a big thing that has come out, is the ability to disable game mute in the game. Because right now I'm inside my browser window over here, and the music for the game is still playing in the background. Okay. It also makes it easier when I click go live in OBS and start doing this type of admin notes or something. The music again is still playing in the background. So it just makes it a little easier to do that. But there are a bunch of other things in here that are really important, things that we have noticed. Fixed one harpy slacking off in the Star Temple by always skipping her turn. So they fixed that. She's no longer going to be glitched over there in the corner. Fixed characters sometimes moving diagonally to attack a target that's already next to them. We've seen that with the stairs. Specifically, we saw that last week while we were doing it. Acid Splash is always supposed to hit allies. It's an AoE spell, and it was not hitting allies. So they've fixed that. Divine Shield cantrips, temporary hit points not being removed after one turn. So they've finally gotten around to fix that, so we can't abuse Divine Shield anymore. Guidance and stealth inflicting deafness status in real life upon the player. We've seen that if you're crouched and you have guidance, or you're in cautious mode and you have guidance, it would have a really annoying sound in the background that was really loud. Thankfully, they have finished that, or fixed that. There are some other things in here that are also stuff that we have noticed in our playthroughs. Shadowin's corruption not having any effect in combat. That's not entirely true. There are things or situations where it would affect you in combat, but only at the end of your turn. But it did affect you out of combat all of the time. And now it's going to have an effect. So you really want to stay out of Shadowin's corruption when you have the fight inside inside of the fort that we're going to be dealing with. Probably not this week, but probably next week. Fixed a blocker that could occur if you managed to kill all the Kobulis under a certain amount of time at the funeral. This, I haven't tested this out, but I think this is the blocker on the quest completion, where if you kill all the Kobulis before the pillar collapses on its own, or you initiate the collapse of the pillar, the quest doesn't complete, or it doesn't advance. So I think they've now fixed that, but I'm going to be checking on that as we go through future playthroughs. There are some other things in here that have been fixed. that we have noticed before. The Staff of the Deep requiring attunement, that's not going to work anymore. The breastplate only having a +1 max dex bonus instead of 2, that was always something that was really, really annoying. But for the most part, you can look through this and see what all's in here. They've done a lot of good work fixing some of the most reported bugs in the game. So again, I'm really happy to see that they're taking that feedback that we've all been giving them and implementing it into the game. So we will keep our eyes open for a Q3 update where they're going to be adding a new class. They haven't told us what that's going to be. And then the Q4 update is going to get 2 new subclasses, a new class, and a level cap increase to level 6, which is really good because that allows you to get either a multi-class with 2 subclasses, or a subclass in each, or a multi-class where you do a 2-level dip in something, which is always really popular in tabletop, and then you have a full 4 levels to get a subclass in the other class as well as a feat. So level 6 is a really good point. We kind of talked about that last week during character creation. You really want it to be either 5 or 6, and 6 is obviously the better of those two since you're able to get a feat with a 2-level dip in something else. So I think it's going to work out really well with the early access content drop that we're going to get along with the Q4 game update. And hey, Rudy, welcome. Thanks for being here. As always, I do appreciate the support of especially my channel members. Thank you very, very much. And good to see you. Good to see you. So on the next admin note, we are going to be starting a new live stream. I haven't really figured out how I'm going to do it or when I'm going to do it. I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is have 2 live streams on Saturday. That I'm going to have like the Solasta live stream start at 8 in the morning and run until 11 in the morning here in Central Daylight Time, which is GMT -5 right now. Or, sorry, which is UTC -5 right now. It's GMT -6 still. And then maybe an hour later, take an hour break, and then starting the second live stream to run from noon until 3 on Saturday. I don't really like running 2 in one day, but if I'm going to be doing my hiking excursions on the weekend, I'm gonna have to get out of here at some point, and that delays my departure by 2 hours, but it gets me 2 live streams in on that day. The only other time I'd be able to do it would be in the evenings, and I know a lot of people don't like, especially my overseas viewers, like the evenings because they simply can't join the live streams here. It's too late. But what I might be able to do is do one like Sunday afternoon, maybe, which would maybe starting at 2 o'clock here, so I get back from my hiking stuff by noon, and start at maybe 2 o'clock here, which would be 8 p.m. In at GMT. So maybe that will work. I don't really know. I haven't really sorted it out yet. As far as the game I'm going to be playing, it's an old game, actually. And I went back and was looking through it, and I couldn't actually believe I've been playing it this long. The game is going to be turning 12 this year. It is an MMO, and as far as whether or not it's an RPG, that is up for discussion. There are multiple roles that you can play in the game. You have a character creation and that sort of stuff that you go through, but there aren't really stat improvements that you do on your character. But there are multiple roles that your character will go through during its progression. You will, haul cargo, you will mine stuff, you will trade stuff, you will be in combat, you will do all sorts of stuff like that. So you may have different roles, you know, that you would play, but not necessarily like a stat-based increase. So we're going to, I actually tested it out to see if I could start a new character. The game isn't really conducive to that. It doesn't have a way for you to start the game up and start a new character. You have to buy another copy of the game, and then you have to do some workarounds to get the second character to work. I didn't want to obviously lose my main character, which I've had for almost 11 years now. But I did want to kind of showcase it because it's kind of going through a bit of a resurgence. The game kind of was languishing a little bit. If I would go back 4 years ago or so, after COVID, it was kind of languishing a little bit. They had a massive storyline that was happening 3 years ago and 2 years ago that culminated earlier this year. But that, for a lot of people, that storyline was not of interest to them, because the storyline was based around and I'm looking to see if there's something that's happening with the live stream. What's showing on the screen right now doesn't appear to be what I'm talking about on YouTube's preview. Tell me, Rudy, real quick, are you seeing the start screen to the game, or are you seeing a browser window where it's talking about the character creation? Oh, never mind. I see it. For some reason, my preview got knocked backwards in time, so I apologize. I was noticing something different over there. But back to the game. I'm going to be putting up a notice about it here this week, and we're going to start a brand new character, so that I can show you how an introduction to the game would work, and go from there. But like I was saying, the large storyline that just concluded was based around end game content and end game enemies, and a lot of people weren't really interested in going into that end game. To get the custom builds and stuff like that, you would need to do some of that interactions and that fighting and that sort of stuff. But now they've kind of put a new emphasis back on it, the developers have, and we're getting new content drops and new items and new things to do, and I've gotten back into it again, and I'm really enjoying it. So we're gonna start playing that. I'll put up a notice about what that game specifically is here, probably coming up this week, and then I'll come up with a time on when we're gonna actually start the live streams, and we'll go from there. So pay attention to social media and the post tab here on the channel, and we will we'll see if we can get that going. So I think that's it on our admin notes. So on our recap, last week we had created our characters, we went through the prologue, we ended up on Neokos, and we were captured by the Beacon faction here, and now we need to go meet with the Queen, and that's why we don't have any of our gear yet. We're still prisoners. So let's load back in here, and we will go meet up with Queen Anabasia. Okay, so here we are. Let's go follow the jailer out.
Damned elves. Worse than the new empire. Can't hide your cursed city forever.
And again, you cannot interact with anybody down here. You're just supposed to be following the jail master.
Fair trial, sir. I desire a fair trial, please. You've got to help a poor sailor, please. Please!
Now, you don't have to follow him. You can go run ahead here if you would like. Doesn't really matter, but up to this point, you can't really do anything until you get up here to the exit door. Once you do, he'll start walking again. And again, if you want to take off in front of him, you can. But he's going to lead us through the palace and escort us up to Queen Anabasia. And now that we're in here, we can pick up a few things along our way. We'll just pick them up on the way back out.
The new guests in the dispensary?
Yes, he seems harmless enough.
I say, who are those raffish types?
Certainly not from around here.
Upstarts from Dinas Argad, I'd wager.
Is it true there was another spy?
Yeah, almost got him.
Well,
And
if
you
the
can
spy
hear some of
master's
the
goons
gossip
are after
happening
him,
and that sort of
then
stuff.
he'll soon hang along with his friend.
And the scary glass walkway here. And again, more stuff that we can pick up. We'll pick it all up on the way out.
There you go. Enjoy.
Greetings, travelers. Welcome to my humble court. I am the Lady Anabasia, guiding light of Caer Mar.
Okay, now you want to be polite to her.
Milady, may I offer you our salutations and goodwill?
You will have to excuse the close attention you were paid by my guards. They are very protective of my person and of my privacy. They can be a little, shall we say, enthusiastic?
Indeed.
I am certain that you're wondering what happened to Father Caldwell. Yours is not to worry. He is, as we speak, both safe and sound under my protection. I shall do all in my power to ensure that it remains so. And now you must excuse my curiosity. I could not help but note that each and every one of you has a mark, a symbol of the goddess Maraike. You are keen followers of her creed, like your friend?
Again, you want to admit that he's your brother here.
Actually, he's our brother.
Is that so? My. What an interesting family you must have. I do feel obliged to admit that I am most intrigued. You see, here in Neokos, too many followers of Maraike are mere ragtag acolytes of the barbarous Ka'um. Nomad wanderers, beggars of the wilds. You, however, seem different. Lest you wonder, I have already spoken with Father Caldwell and have offered him my full protection and shelter in exchange for the opportunity to build a place of worship here, where he may bring his faith and service to my loyal subjects.
Did he accept?
He sounded most interested. And of course, he's still in need of much rest. But I am certain he will see the sense of it. And agree.
I'm not sure that a return to preaching is his current priority.
I wouldn't know. I would not dare answer for him. But I sensed a strong sympathy for the proposal. But please, tell me more of your good selves. I am intrigued to note that you all hail from far-off Ferendra, the Principality of Masgarth, I believe?
Indeed. We actually don't know where we are right now.
Oh, but of course. How remiss of me. My appetite for information can be voracious. You are in a continent known in the common tongue as Neokos. And this is the city of Caer Mar, my humble abode and capital of the Beacon. A most cosmopolitan place where I am certain you will fit in without problem. As long as you abide by our laws.
Indeed, we saw your Temple of Pakri. We have laws upheld by them at home. We won't be a problem to you.
Oh, I'm certain you won't. After all, your brother is my most gracious guest of honor. It would be disappointing not to extend you that same benefit.
I thought he hadn't accepted yet.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Can we see him?
Where are my manners? Absolutely. I am confident that you're eager to make certain of Father Caldwell's well-being.
So we're free to go?
Oh, but of course. Why would you not be? Although before you go, there is one last thing. A small favor, if you will.
We are all ears, my lady.
When you're done in the Fount of Wisdom, I wish you to meet with Lieutenant Silverstar, just outside the palace. He will brief you on certain things that will ensure the quality of our relationship. He will be in charge of our future communication. Since though I deemed it important to meet you today, I won't have time in the future.
Then we thank you for your time, milady.
Hey, so
Yes, the spymaster was furious.
some subtle, not so subtle threats there about keeping Rickard hostage, basically. So we can't get back in here,
Come on,
and we can't
don't
get
dawdle.
out here. The jailer wants us to continue on with him. On the way out,
All right. Now I have to
We
get
can
you to
pick
the
up some
dispensary
things.
to see your friend.
we can
Brother.
also do some examinations.
More Manicalan styling and art. Someone should tell them what happened to their empire.
Oh, they're pure. High elf hearts would break.
Don't tempt me.
Move on.
So you do find out that this is the the remains of the Manicalan Empire. Okay, can't get out there yet. Do have another book we can pick up here. You can examine the harp.
Did we just teleport to the new empire? I wish it was that simple, but it's got a definite old world Manicalan feel.
We don't have time for that. There you go. Enjoy.
Okay, so now we can go have a conversation with Rickard here. Before we do, you can pray
Well,
at the
these beds are
statue.
much nicer than the ones in the cells.
Can't argue with that.
O wise owl, as your witness, hear my prayer.
Okay, nothing happens from it now, but maybe there will be something in a future release that the praying gets you.
Ah, you're here.
Hey, Rick. Good to see you smiling. How are you?
Tired, but alive. Thanks to you and Marake.
What's that smell? When did wine become part of the healing process?
They asked if I wanted a little taste of the local grape. Would have been rude to say no.
Rick.
Enough of the lectures. Any news on Diorcus?
No. She left in a fury, mad at Mareike as if she took Mother from us. We've no idea if she'll return.
It's my fault.
How?
I was there when Marhin got ill. She helped me understand. Told me about her past. Diorcus didn't get that chance.
Her past?
It's a long story, but you need to know. Mother was chosen by Mareike to fulfill an important quest. The Covenant.
The Covenant? You know what it is?
She didn't tell me everything, but she clearly didn't succeed. The marriage, the orphanage. She was trying to make amends.
For what?
I don't know. Not exactly. But the first time Diorcus left, Mother just said, "Someday you will understand." Then she fell ill. Gave me those medallions. Made me promise to help Diorcus fulfill the Covenant, and that if she failed, I would have to take her place.
Diorcus took on the Covenant. Sounds more of a curse than a holy quest.
Maybe. But Diorcus has failed. And now it's our turn.
Why us? What's this even about?
I'm sure Blessed Mareike, in her infinite wisdom, has her reasons. As I think did Marhin.
What's that supposed to mean?
When you were adopted, I was hurt. Surprised. Even angry. Were Diorcus and I not enough? But now I think I understand. You have always been family to us, to each other. Arguing, fighting, but always together. Like today. Maybe that is why. She knew one of us was not enough.
This mark, what is it?
The Mark of Oblivion. Mother had one for as long as I can remember. When I prepared her body for the funeral, it was gone.
Some inheritance. Diorcus has one too.
Yes. I think that happened the day before she first left. She was upset. Went to Mother. I heard raised voices crying, and then she grabbed her stuff and was gone. Now I realize the Mark and the Covenant had been passed on.
Oh, and now it's our turn?
Exactly.
Oh, that explains why Diorcus knows about Neokos. She must have spent the last 10 years here trying to honor the Covenant.
Anabasia said she spoke with you. What did she say?
Something doesn't fit about her. She's, too nice. I think she might actually be a tyrant.
She says you're her guest of honor.
That's how Galavan officials back home refer to hostages.
What do you think she wants?
She says she wishes to spread the true faith of Mareike in Caer Mar.
You don't believe her?
Do you?
There was a man in the prison here. He said he was from the Argad Republic.
The opposition to Anabasia's authority, I suppose. An iron fist fuels rebellion.
How do we get back to Ferendra?
As Mareike sent us, it's probably too far even for a teleportation spell. We don't even know where on Solasta Neokos is.
You mean we're stuck here forever?
Look at the upside. You didn't leave any family behind. We're all here.
Oh, ha ha, very funny.
No matter. I'm certain Anabasia isn't going to let us leave Neokos anyway.
Have you noticed the architecture around here?
Yes. This must have been part of the Manakalan Empire.
But not the new empire. I haven't seen any slaves.
The cataclysm struck here too, just not quite as hard.
What about Anabasia?
She's been the ruler for a long time, even for an elf. She's let me use her library. I'll find out what I can about the place, the people, the forces at play. And you? What does she tell you?
We can explore, but we are definitely on a leash.
Perhaps you can find Diorcus?
We will. If we hear anything, we'll come back to tell you.
Thank you.
Did you see what happened to Landry?
I did. I'm sorry. he didn't make it.
It's so unfair.
One of these monsters killed him. It wasn't the will of Maraike.
We'll find who or what they are. It's time to go.
Yes. Explore the city, listen to everyone. Learn all you can, and find Diorcus. Only she knows what the Covenant really is.
You going to be all right?
Of course.
You behave, and leave that bottle alone, okay?
Get out of here.
Steel bars on the windows.
Okay, so
Just
we've
in case you
updated
forget that even
some
here, you're a
quests
prisoner.
here. And again, we're not checking these because find information about the Covenant, and find out what happened to Diorcus. We're not going to be able to complete those. So the one that we have tracked is Jira's Secret. But we're going to be gathering up some more quests as we go through this. So we can explore a little bit. There's nothing down this way. You can't get out the door down there. So...
What now?
Well, as crazy as it sounds, I've been instructed to give you your gear back and to release you. You're free to roam the palace like a bunch of nobles. Go figure.
That's strange indeed.
So now we're going to get our gear back. Okay. So now we need to leave the palace and speak to Lieutenant Silverstar. On our way out, we can look at a couple more things. So this door over here is now open.
Foreigners?
The Lady Anabasia herself received them.
How strange.
And we can loot some books from in here, and I think that's it. Just pulsing left alt to make sure. And we've already picked up everything. Now again, these the diplomatic note, you can't read it. The crafting magical weapons, you can't read it. These are just items that you can sell. Okay, so things to pick up to help you with your shopping spree that you want to be able to go on.
We're out.
And
Now-
free to roam, apparently.
How far do you think we'll get before Anabasia's goons stop us?
Don't be such a misery, Guts. Enjoy the view.
So you have a public board here. Okay, and there is an item that you can loot here off of it. So it's about Poggle's Perfect Wigs. Visitor shop by the fountain for a fitting today. I can't find that shop. I think maybe it's going to be something that is available later on as part of another content drop or something. We can't get past the door, the guard there. We can't get down the stairs. They're blocked this way. The only thing that we can really do now is talk to Airstral Silverstar. But I need to reset our character portraits. Just making sure that everything is actually equipped. Oh, and the other thing they fixed is things not stacking. Now they stack. So that's a good thing. So I'm going to move this here, and I'm going to move this here so I can get rid of his divine spell focus. He can still cast spells because he has a component pouch now that's a universal spell focus. Yes, everything else is how we need it to work. I'm going to put the Aether Pearl here. The Aether Pearl is my resurrection device. In case one of the critical characters goes down, I'll be able to resurrect them with that. I'm gonna drop a save now that we're out.
Ah, our dungeon dwellers return from the deeps.
We're supposed to be free to go. Why are you stopping us?
So I heard. But you still have to prove yourselves worthy of trust.
Which is why our brother is still unfit to travel.
Exactly. Trust is in such short supply these days, especially around here. You could be Argad's spies, cunning as they are.
Cut to the chase. What do you want?
Patience. Patience. Pleasantries first. I'm Isorel Silverstar, Lieutenant Protector of Caer Mar. I'm in charge of security, and everything that ensures the well-being of the citizens here. Now, we've had reports of problems with the city's filtration system. Someone needs to take a look inside and clean up whatever's blocking the flow.
You want us to crawl around in the sewers?
Sewers? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. We have a unique system that keeps the entire city's drinking water supply clean and supplies fresh air to all the buildings in Caer Mar.
So if we do this, we're free to leave the city?
Yes, yes. Unless the powers that be change their minds. My esteemed colleague, Ethindil Steelmine's trust is not easily earned. And it's him you need to convince. Honestly, I think this is ridiculous. They're just testing how much humiliation you'll take to gain the Beacon's trust. Just swallow your pride. It won't take long, and then you're free to go.
Thanks for your support, Lieutenant. Where do we need to go?
Down these stairs, you'll find the entrance to the facility.
We'll see you soon, then.
Okay, so let's loot this crate on the way down. Okay, and all we're gonna do is pick up a gardening tool. And hey, yeah, I figured something was going on because you didn't respond when I responded audibly to you being here and let you know that I had responded to your comment on the episode 1 video, but for some reason it didn't show up as a response. It showed up as an entirely new comment in the thread. So not sure entirely what I did there or how I messed it up, but yeah, I did respond to you. Make sure that there's nothing else, yeah, that we can loot. So let's head down here. Okay, and we're going to go into cautious mode. Some more lockpicks.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Can loot some coral. Got a bag over here we can pick up. Okay, and now we're again going to kind of get everybody situated. And we're going to take M down here. We're going to change to our longbow. We can quickly do some looting down here. So I do kind of want to see how far I can get out here. I want to see if when this one gets back over here, if I can sense it when he gets back on high ground over here. Yes, I can. Okay, so we'll do an ambush here and we'll start this combat off. So, rolled fairly meh here, and M rolled pretty badly, so this digger's probably going to get in range to be able to do an attack. This one is going to have to dash. This one will probably spit at him, but I think we'll be okay. So from here, again, Firebolt goes 120 feet. This is why you use it. Let's go after the digger here. Okay, good. Got some damage there. Okay, now Dave might not be able to see anything. Oh, he can see this one. And he
Better luck
missed.
next time.
Rolled a 2. Nice. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and cast Divine Favor.
Maraike Muto Viribe.
You're gonna have to dash. He is.
That wasn't smart. $55. See if we can get a kill here. That's one less attack of opportunity M's gonna have to go through. Because this one's gonna move up close to him. Gonna move up here. And move toward me. So there's an attack of opportunity here. But should be alright. So this is the other thing that they changed about your dual wielding, is this is a tabletop thing. For you to use an offhand attack, you can't just start with the offhand attack. You have to use your main attack with a light weapon first. They changed this in the update. I think it's a good change that they made. It allowed me to possibly abuse a few things by being able to attack with a light weapon, maybe get a kill or something like that, and then still being able to use my main action to dash or something like that, which you shouldn't have been able to do. So let's see if we can get some damage here. Okay, and now the bonus action offhand attack lights up. Okay, so still didn't get a kill. So we're going to take an attack of opportunity here. But I think we'll be alright. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we have here.
Naoka Muto Malmis!
Okay, good job there. Oh boy. Pathing might be broke. Okay. Nope, it worked. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can start getting some damage on some of the others. A low % chance to hit. I think I would prefer to ready up an attack here instead. It's just too low a % chance.
Marike Evo. Malmis!
Okay, and then M will move up. Give me advantage on that attack, so I'll get sneak attack with it. And now he's slowed as well. Okay, so let's see if we can get...
Arcana Evo.
Actually, let's not do that. We absolutely have to have a kill. And I'm going to start getting some damage on the clacker.
Malmis!
And I'm going to move back to get away from the scrapper here. He's gonna spit. And that's fine. Again, I'd prefer that that spit doesn't go toward my caster. So he's gonna have 3/4 cover there and there. Half cover there. I can't reach him.
Marike Evo. Malmis!
Okay, that's going to give the next attack advantage. Can move here. Oh, wow. Come on. I rolled a 9 with advantage. Okay, so let's...
Arcana Evo.
Okay, so he's not sensed there. I can sense him here.
Arcana Evo. Malmis!
Okay, so I left him with 2 hit points. Gonna spit again. And missed. Good. Alright. So let's move up here and start getting attacks on the clacker. And of course I'm gonna miss, because why wouldn't I? I want to cast Divine Shield here.
Marike Apio.
Give me temporary hit points on Dave for the attack that's going to be coming in. M is going to move up. And I missed because I rolled a 3. And there's sneak attack. Okay. I think I'm going to take the attack of opportunity here. Because I will get the benefit of shielding. Now the attack's definitely going to go after... There we go. And he did hit on his second attack. Is there a spot I can get to where I can see them both? Yes. Here. So let's get...
Arcana, Evo,
hopefully get a kill there.
Malmis!
Okay, good deal. Wow. Dave, you can't hit a thing, man. You just can't hit a thing.
Marike Evo. Malmis!
There we go.
Let's hope
Alright.
clearing this pays for our freedom.
So let's go ahead and do some looting here. Nothing really major here amongst the loot, but we are getting some food that we can use for our long rests. Loot some more crafting ingredients, and again, the crafting is not implemented in early access. It doesn't look like it's going to be implemented in early access. It wasn't on their roadmap, so I'm assuming that we're not going to see it. So for now, feel free to just sell off all of this stuff that you can.
Did you have to lock the door behind us?
Sorry, city regulations, nothing personal.
We cleared out a crab nest. Don't you people ever clean it?
Me? Personally, no.
Oh, you're so funny.
One of my better qualities, how perceptive.
And being true to your word, we're free to leave Caer Mar, yes?
Of course. But I'm sure we'll see each other again. When you return to see Father Kobold, for instance.
Again, a not so subtle threat there. And you want to make sure that your heroic inspirations are all turned on. I turned them on when we all got them. When we first landed on Neokos and we prayed at the statue, but want to just double check and make sure everyone has them. So if something goes wrong with a roll, if you want to, you can re-roll it. And let's kind of make our way down here. And we'll start exploring the city a little bit.
Do you see that creature? It looks a bit like one of those creatures we saw at the funeral.
Diorcus's new friends? Maybe a little, but it's not the same. It looks different.
Curious. Maybe we should try talking to them.
And they're talking about keto down here, so let's go do that.
Greetings.
Well met, strangers.
We're new here, looking for information.
New? How?
First time ever visiting these lands.
Well, I'll be. So, have you met anyone like me before?
Fisherman?
I am Siklas, the most venerable and noble of Neokos's people. Quito is my name, and you?
We're the Colwalls.
Coldwall. That name rings a bell.
Really? Well, perhaps you've met our sister. A human, a woman called Diorcus.
Ah, Diorcus Coldwall.
Dear Marike, you know her?
Yes, many moons ago, she too was new.
A long time ago.
Is Diorcus a cleric of Marike?
Yes.
Yes, 6 or 7 years ago. She stayed a while, then left with some Ka'um.
Anyway, we'd like to ask you a few questions. Can you tell us about the Siklas?
I could. How long have you got? In eons past, we issued forth from the mana-laden rock of Neokos, at one with the land. But no longer.
What changed?
The Cataclysm. You have heard of it?
Who on Solasta hasn't?
We were once masters of magic, builders of the Aether Nexus. We even resisted invasions by these accursed elves. We lost our way, lost our focus, and our enemies were ready. They struck while our magic was weak, stripped us of it all.
So what happened to the Siklas?
Scattered, hiding in the depths below, leaving the sun and stars to our sworn enemies. Nowhere is safe, except perhaps here, living in shame, sheltered by Anabasia's laws.
Enemies?
The Pavon, Ahuilan, Tezcan, devils by any name. Don't trust the pretty feathers or honeyed words. Each of their accusations is an admission. They're liars, murderers, evil.
And what do you do here?
I chose a simple life above ground. I did not want to hide. Here I am poor, ignored, but free to walk, fish, and live under the sun and stars. The way of the hearth.
The hearth?
Those few of us who refuse to hide. My old friend Akina tends the hearth.
Where can we find these hearths, Siklas?
They are always on the move. But last I heard, Akina was exploring the eastern coast.
Not much to go on, but thank you.
Thanks for your time, Quito.
Don't mention it. Beware the Pavon, is all I say.
Okay, and we're going to be dealing with them a lot more. If you played through the demo, then you saw a couple of, or we had an interaction with another Siklas, and I think that whole thing is, all of that content they created for that demo is, again, something we're going to see later on in the full version of this game when we get it. Just under slightly different story circumstances, maybe. More crafting ingredients. Okay, a fishing pole. There's no fishing in the game. More lockpicks. Okay, some more food. We have a doorway here. This leads you into the tavern. We're going to come into the tavern from the top. And we've got some harvestables here. And another crate. More lockpicks. And we have Liera.
Hello.
Clear skies and hail, my hearties. Welcome aboard Liera Tempest's Garden of Marvels.
Clear skies to you too, Lyra.
Well, I'll be blowed. You wouldn't be from Perendra, now would you?
We are from the Principality of Masgarth, the Colwall family.
Belay that and pay the piper. Colwall, like Diorcus Colwall.
You know our sister.
Well, I'll be keelhauled. Your sister, you say?
Yeah, among other things.
What you need today?
Do you know where our sister is?
What do you mean? Now? Nah, ain't seen her topsail nor mizzen in months.
But you know her?
Well, for my sins.
Why the hesitation?
Oh, tain't nothing. I mean, we was spliced, but ne'er tied the knot, if and you get my drift.
Oh.
'Twas only a passing fancy, but I liked the cut of her jib.
We're looking for her.
Ah, is it so? Well, I hope she's sailing close in. But as I says, I've no tidings.
Well, thanks anyway. That's quite a variety of goods you have there. What's your specialty?
Ah, only the finest cargo of crafting ingredients. Plenty of plants, herbs and dainty flowers, all grown in my own greenhouse. And at the fairest prices too.
Good to know.
Of course, I can't grow everything, and there's a great wanting for abyssal wax flowers, but I can't no ways find the seeds. So's had to buy stock from out of town and such.
Do you think you could grow your own abyssal wax flowers if you had the seeds?
Well, I'd give it a handsome try. You don't have those seeds to hand, I suppose.
No, but now we know you need some, we'll keep an eye out.
If you bagged me some, that would be fair handsome. I'd pay well.
Duly noted.
Okay, and again, there's nothing that really goes along with that yet, but I think there might be another quest associated with it once we get more content, or in the full version.
We'd like to see your wares.
I like the cut of your jib.
Okay, so that should have been a trade screen that popped up. But we'll go in here to do it, and you see wax flowers are expensive with her. She'll buy them for a bit more than you used to. We're sympathy with them. That's why we wanted to make sure we picked a couple of options where we got sympathy from the beacon so that we can get more better prices when we sell. So we'll go ahead and empty out our So I'm not keeping the longsword or the shield or any of the crafting ingredients. And again, none of the books that we can read. Okay. Now, as far as purchasing, there's nothing that we want to purchase. Again, it's all crafting components, and we can't use any crafting components in the game at this point. Okay, once we get down here around this corner, got another gatherable here, and we have another public board, and this one has a quest in it. Okay, so we can read all of these, and again, you can pause and read these yourself. That's a rat catcher. No quest associated with it. Looking for a housemaid here. Again, no quest associated, but this one, they're looking for strange mushrooms. Okay, and it says in our log there, you might find some mushrooms somewhere in Neokos that would fit this description. And you need to go keep an eye out for them. And we'll be solving that quest quite a bit later on. Okay, we can enter into the tavern here, and there's a bunch of books. We'll go through and pick them all up. I think that's it. It is. So all the books here, we can read some of these. So again, probably another quest at some point that's going to happen here. The Gods of Caer Mar. And again, nothing else that you can read. And we have Vivka Sandlion here.
Welcome to the Bays Watch. Vivka Sandlion, landlord of this establishment, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Vivka. We're the Colwalls.
What can I get you?
So, what's the latest news?
Well, it's pretty quiet. No gossip today, friends.
So that kind of lets you know what can happen with them. Very similar to Solasta, Crown of the Magister. Your innkeepers might be quest givers at various times throughout the game. You can buy some beverages here if you want. It's just going to cost you gold, and there's no benefit that you get from it right now. You can rent a room for the night if you would like, and save your food. But for now, we don't need anything else.
Sorry, we have to go. Thanks.
Have a good day.
I believe there's one more document here. Let's say there's no huge ribs poking out of the water. You'll find out a little bit more about that later on. Okay, and now we can do a little more looking around over here. There's another crate.
Wow, that harbor's busy.
Okay, we're gonna be exploring all of this down here.
We could check the flags, but I doubt there's any from Ferendra.
And a little bit more, but they do say that we can
credited.
walk down
We had
here.
a visit from the city guard last night.
God's teeth. What, in the middle of the night? No word of a lie.
Those oily creeps don't have to lug crates all day. Not like us.
Find something, did they?
If they had, no doubts I'd be rotting in jail about now.
So there's probably a little smuggling going on, like there always are at docks.
What's this I hear by a crate of blue pearls? Shh, quiet your pipes. Captain Tontorwen. What? You lubbers anchored in an Argad harbor?
Hush your beak, I say. It's just a small village. Simple fisher folk, no army or nothing.
You've been taking too many risks, if you ask me.
Quit flapping your lips.
Okay, so definitely some smuggling going on.
You from Shelmo, on Fair Island?
Sure am. Where do you think we get them red carrots?
So where'd you pretend they're from?
Not the fuckiest. Navigators take care of business. I just moves the stuff.
Okay, and there is another book down here. And the Wavebreaker. Now there are two copies of this. This is part 2. There is a part 1. You can't read them. I don't know if there's going to be something associated with them in the full version of the game or not, but they're the only 2 books that you can find that are part of a set so far. Okay, now we're not going to be able to get in up here because this is blocked, so the only way that we have available to us that we haven't been, of course, is up here, and this leads us into the market. Okay, so this is the street with the board down at the end of it and where we entered the tavern. Let's kind of walk around the market a little bit here. And we get another crafting ingredient.
That water looks crystal clear. Think it's drinkable?
I saw a sailor drink some, so it should be. Remember what Sorrel Silverstar said?
Oh. You think this water's coming from that place with dead crabs? I'll pass.
Okay, we do have a barrel. Again, more food. And here, before we get into this, there's going to be 2 checks that happen during this. One is an insight check, and one is a charisma check. Now, the charisma, I'm as good as I'm going to be able to get here. The insight check, however, I want to see... It's +4. It's +5. Okay, so let's cast guidance.
Marike Devo Firibe.
On myself, and then we'll go in here.
What's going on?
Keep back! Stand clear!
Looks like someone's died.
Blessed Marike!
Did you see that woman? She looked terrified. Got something to hide, I'd say.
Okay, and this is where we need to go. We're going to head back here. And this is going to start the Just an Old Book and a Bauble quest. And that's going to take us to Jebfa, who is down here. And we're going to renew guidance here in a second. Just looking to make sure there's nothing else here.
Marike Devo Firibe.
Okay, and before you do, you might want to save. At least drop a quick save. Because you want to be able to pass both of these checks.
Aaron and Marike, leave me be. I don't have it.
Have what? What are you talking about?
Oh, your song has a different note. Who are you? The Colwolls. We come from, well, far away. And the murdered Siklas woman? That wasn't you.
Why do you think we killed her?
Well, someone did. And you're not from around here, so...
Ah, charming.
Oh, blessed Harmony. Forgive me, it's just that... I bought a couple of things from her, and now she's dead.
What things?
Nothing. Just an old book and a bauble. Some old Siklas stuff. I know some people who collect this stuff, and she was... kinda desperate, you know, to make some money. I thought I'd make a nice return on my investment.
But now you think you might be in danger?
She told me they were family heirlooms, but you know, now she's dead. I'm wondering if maybe she stole them. If maybe the original owner plays a darker tune. What's worse is my assistant, Jade, she didn't show up this morning. She never goes off alone, not without telling me.
Well, now that is worrying. Are you sure this stuff isn't more important than you say it is?
Sure. Well,
You're hiding something.
Elder Tangri asked me to look out for any Siklas stuff, that's all.
So, it is valuable.
Well, it's not worthless. I just didn't think someone would kill for it. Look, I'll just stay near the guards until Jade comes back. Unless...
Let me guess. You need our help.
Oh, I knew it. I could tell you were good uns. Could you please escort me to my people?
Your people?
You're really not from here, are you? I am one of the Caer tribe. We're travelers. We follow our dream song. Move around Neakos all the time.
You're not a merchant?
Well, I am. I'm supposed to come here, do some business, and then go back to the tribal caravan. But now, I think I'd rather leave.
You said you were part of the Caer tribe.
Yeah, that's right.
Ever heard of a woman called Diorcus?
Diorcus? I know a whole bunch. That's a common name among my people.
Really?
Yes. Why?
Ours is human. She's a cleric of Maraike.
Oh, we have a lot of those too. Humans and clerics and human clerics. All sorts.
Never mind.
Sorry. So, anyway, about my situation.
Okay, so you want to escort her?
I suppose we could escort you. How far is your caravan?
It's a few days to the south, a traditional camping spot.
Okay, and now you want to pick what's in it for us.
What's in it for us? Apart from knowing you helped a damsel in distress?
Well, there has to be a silver lining.
Well, I'm not sure how much silver lining I have, but I might have some magic items for payment.
That could work. What do you have?
And I failed the persuasion check there, so you're not going to actually get the magic item. All you're going to get is the choice of either a potion of greater healing or a pearl. The magic item is a set of gloves that gives you your, not expertise, why is the word escaping me now? It gives you a bonus to your sleight of hand checks. I've already got that, so it's not all that useful. So we'll take the potion of greater healing.
We'll take the potion.
So, we have a deal. Can we leave now, please?
Okay, but it is also going to get us experience points, and she's going to join us. We're going to take a short rest here, I think. No, actually we're not. We're not going to need it, so we'll deal with it on the way out. Hey Dave, welcome. Good to see you. And by the way, since you missed the first part, you need to step it up, man. Your character is not able to hit the broadside of a barn out here, and it's becoming quite frustrating. So give him a stern talking to and step it up here if you don't mind. So, but other than that, good to see you. Let's go talk to Egil Ironforge.
Hey there.
Welcome, adventurers. Ask and you shall find. Armor, weapons, I've got it all.
We're just taking a look.
Oh, of course, of course. Name's Egil Ironforge, by the way. I make most of what you see here myself.
Impressive. Egil, we're the Kobolds. Pleased to meet you.
The family, eh? Lucky you. Take a look. Don't be shy.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have here, because I want to start making some changes here. Let's go here. Okay, so the short sword, I'm pretty sure... Yes, the short sword has the Vex property, which is going to allow me to get advantage after I hit somebody with it, and then be able to get sneak attack because I've got that advantage. The scimitar comes with Nick, which is the same as what the daggers do. And that is definitely something that I want to focus on. So I'm going to buy both a short sword and a scimitar here. Because I want to focus on Nick. And I don't think there's anything else. This has the topple stat, whereas the longsword is sap. Sap, I think, is better. Okay, so let's look and see what else we have here. We picked up some additional stuff out here. So we're going to equip both of those. We'll come back and sell our daggers here in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to come back here in a second. But let's make some adjustments. So we have a light crossbow, which has the slow mastery. So let's go ahead and change these out. They're both light and finesse, which works. So I'm going to get the Nick mastery here. Okay, that's going to allow me to use my offhand. Well, we'll look at it here in a second. Because of what what I need to see is which one of these two needs to be primary and which one needs to be offhand. So I'm going to look at that here in a second. So, Aaron, let's look at something. So she is, yeah, she has martial weapons, so I can upgrade her short bow to a long bow. And I can see if we have anything better than a light crossbow. The slow mastery is good, but let's see if we have anything else in here. So Sharon can get a straight upgrade to the longbow here. Okay, and I have the light crossbow, which is slow. The heavy crossbow is push, which I like better. And it's got a higher range. So let's take that as well. As far as the armor goes, so we're able to use medium armor. The breastplate has a 14 plus 2. The scale mail has 14 plus 2 as well. And now you can see what they did to the breastplate. It now has a max of 2 on it as well. So the only thing that breastplate gets us over the scale mail is it removes the disadvantage on stealth checks, which is okay, but not really something that's super necessary. The ultimate armor that I'm going to have for my fighter rogue is the half plate. That's going to give me my maximum armor class with my max dexterity bonus to give me 17. That's going to be higher than what I get from chainmail. If I go to plate mail, I don't think, and that's a good question. Let me look this up real quick and see. I've never actually tried this in tabletop. So let me do a quick search. Okay. All right. So maybe it won't be the best I'm going to get. I'll have to see if I can afford 2 plate armors. In 5.5e in the 2024 rule set, you can sneak attack in heavy armor. That used to not be a thing. You could sneak attack in, well, originally you could only sneak attack in light armor. Then you could sneak attack in light or medium armor, but now you can sneak attack is not based upon your armor at all, from what I can tell from just a quick search in 5.5e. So in that case, a half plate armor would get me a 17 armor class for my fighter rogue, but since I'm proficient in heavy armor, because I started out as a fighter, plate armor is going to get me an 18. And that would be my best. Now, I'd come again with that disadvantage on stealth checks. I don't necessarily think that's a deal breaker or anything. And there are 2 of them in stock here. So I'll keep that in mind as I go through this. So let's go and re-equip. Now I'm going to have to redo my weapon mastery here, which is fine. Okay, so let's go sell these items off here. Get rid of... maybe I don't get rid of the short bow. Maybe I keep that for now. We'll get rid of the 2 daggers. And we'll get rid of the light crossbow. Maybe I don't. I want to see, because right now the longbow gives me slow. I can get Vex when I'm melee, but I can't get it from range. And the short bow here, it decreases my damage from 1d8 to 1d6, but it would give me the opportunity to have Vex from range. So let me kind of look at that and see how I want to go about it. So I don't have the... It looks like short bows I do, but I'll go redo my weapon masteries for this anyway. Okay, so we do have another book over here. And let's go talk to Headland.
Aha! Welcome to my emporium of everything, travelers.
Everything?
Well, sort of. You know. Anyway, I am Hedelin Oakhand, your humble servant and proprietor of this establishment.
Nice to meet you, Hedelin. We're the Colwalls.
Fine, marvelous, wonderful. Never forget a phase.
Okay, so let's see what we have here. Nothing really important yet. Yeah, nothing really important yet. I don't want to spend the gold on it right now either. So I think we're good there. This is where we came up to lead into the market. This direction is where we came down from the quest board. So we're now finished up in the market. So let's head around here and we can head up toward the exit to the city. And now let's head down this way.
It is decreed that a most treacherous spy from the upstart Argard armies shall be hung by their neck until dead. Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay! By order of the Lady Anabasia, tomorrow at the first hour past dawn.
Okay, so somebody's going to get hung. Okay, this door, we can't open it yet. It's being guarded. This door, can't open it yet. It's being guarded. There is another public board here, though. And again, another quest. So if we read through these, someone's seeking a sidekick. Someone here has a public complaint. And here we have a search for someone named Bach. He was out by the Sentinel and he's disappeared. And they now want us to try and find him. And that's what the Apprentice Adventurer quest is going to come from. Okay. So we're going to be exploring that here as we go.
It is decreed that a most treacherous
This
spy
door
from the
again,
upstart
guarded,
Argyle armies
can't get
shall
out.
be hung by their neck until dead. Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay! By order of the Lady Anabasia, tomorrow at the first hour past dawn.
Okay, and now we can leave
We know
this
so
area.
little about Neokos. Honestly, I'm still having a hard time believing we're actually free to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if we found Anabasia's spy master hiding in your backpack.
Enough with the chit-chat. Let's go find Diorcus.
Okay, so let's go ahead and head out into the overworld. Okay, now there's some locations that are going to be revealed based upon quests that we've picked up. Okay, so the Old Siklas building came from the quest that was given to us while we were in jail, and that person was talking to us through the bars. We have the Old Harbor, which is actually where the Strange Mushroom quest is going to go, so that's why that's been revealed. And then the Tamesh camp is where we're escorting Jira. That's part of the current quest that we have going to escort her there. Now, before we go too far, we want to drop a save. And I want to take a long rest. Okay, and I needed to do that instead. So I'm going to go back and come back so I can long rest again, because I need to see this. So the first thing we're going to do is identify that unknown potion. It's a potion of greater healing. We're going to redo our weapon masteries. So we're going to need the short sword. Oh no. That's not what we wanted. We need to replace... So we've got the short bow, or the short sword and the scimitar. We've got the short bow already. So it looks like we have everything that we need. So we don't have to redo any weapon masteries here. I forgot I had already set up, because we get so many of them. Because we started as a fighter, we got 3, and then as a rogue, when we multiclassed, we got 2 more. So I had already set it up with short sword. So Nick, when you perform the extra attack granted by your light weapon property, you can do it as part of the main attack instead of as a bonus action. Okay, so that means that I need to have my short sword in my offhand. I think. No, it doesn't. It means the scimitar needs to be in my offhand. And my short sword needs to be in my main hand. Because when you perform the extra attack granted by your light weapon property, that would be, well, no, because that way it would mean it would be part of my main action. I'm just going to experiment with it. I don't care. I'm actually thinking now it doesn't matter. I'm just not sure. So we'll see how it plays out. And the replace weapon masteries I shouldn't need to do. I get rid of not the long sword. Get rid of the light crossbow to a heavy crossbow to get push. Okay, and we'll just experiment with this and see how it goes. Okay. once we move out here, we can move into the Old Siklas building.
Era pointed out on the map.
What? How can you tell? I don't see anything.
It's a secret hideout, remember?
But Jira said it was in an abandoned building. This is the middle of nowhere.
Trust me, follow the path and make sure to keep your eyes open. Remember, Jira's friend was being hunted by Anabasia's goons.
Okay, so let's look around out here a little bit. Okay, so Jebfa is a critical character. If she dies, you need to have a way to revive her, such as an Aether Pearl.
Oh, someone really had a grudge against that tree.
Someone was training their archery skills, that's all.
Do you think that's a warning?
There's only one way to find out. Let's move.
What's that over there? The door to an ancient ruin.
The way in must be somewhere else.
Okay, so we've got another gatherable here. And we can start making our way down toward that area. Okay, so there is a nature check, I think, here. Who has the highest nature skill? So +5 is probably it. So guidance here.
Oh, what's that stench?
And I failed it.
Something died here. Should we be worried?
Worried? No. Cautious? Yes.
Let's hope that isn't the smell of our spy's rotting corpse. What's that you
Okay, so we
found?
can loot a dagger here.
Impressive.
I mean, it's all neat and shiny. Not some rusty piece of crap dropped here long ago.
Someone was here pretty recently. Probably our spy. We're getting close.
Okay, so then we're gonna have a perception and a survival check. So I think it's probably best if she casts it on herself.
Marike Evo Firibe.
Footprints.
Boots. So, people are in the vicinity. Maybe our man.
I just can't pass a check to save my life today.
Something's hidden here.
Okay, you get a perception check at the door here. We're going to have a couple of checks in here to do, but I'm not entirely sure we can do them yet. So I'm going to drop another save here, and we're going to have a conversation.
Surrender and you shall be spared.
No way! You'll have to come and get me!
There is no escape. You're simply delaying the inevitable.
We'll see about that.
Fine. Your funeral.
What's going on here?
Help! He's trying to kill me!
Stay out of this, stranger.
And who are you?
A servant of the Lady Anabasia. This man is wanted for espionage. I have full signed authority to take him in.
He's going to kill me! He's one of the beacon's executioners!
Okay, so we have some options here on how we want to play this. We can do intimidation, we can do deception here, or intimidation's a little bit higher % chance, or you can just get into a fight. Either one of these will convince him to leave, and you won't get into combat here. I think I've done this both ways. My first playthrough, I convinced him that we were a secret mission. The second playthrough, we just did a fight. So I think I'm going to take the intimidation route here. And now we're up to almost 90%.
We will not let you take him. Now stand down or fight.
Fine, fine. Let's not kill our Lady Anabasia's new toys. Just yet.
I suppose I should thank you, whoever you are. We're the Colwalls.
Oh, that's right. What was that password again?
8 circles make 1. What? Where did you hear that? Your friend, Jira. He told us to come here and tell you that. You mean... Jira? Is he? I'm afraid so. He was executed. I thought I'd be prepared. But... somehow I hoped. That bastard was always braver than me. Now he's a martyr.
He told us about your Republic and the beacon. We wanted to help your cause.
Well, I don't think Jira would have just given out the password, even if he was tortured. So, I guess I have to trust you.
You're safe from Anabasia's agents, at least for now. What will you do?
I have to get back to Caer Treffia. Deliver this box to my supervisor. Your supervisor? Who's that? Tribune Galana Silvermoon. She's a great person. I'm sure she's going to be a senator someday. Lovely lady. What's a tribune? Oh, you really are new here. It's a high political rank. We're very... organized as a state. Interesting. And senators are the highest rank? Yes. And no. As I said, it's complicated. I'm not too political, not like that. I see.
So, what's in the box?
Just look. I'm sorry. I'm not sure I can trust you that much yet.
But you said it yourself. Jira wouldn't have given us the password if you couldn't trust us.
Fine. It's an Ahuilan banner. I took it from a beacon agent. Jira said this proved the beacon was interfering in the affairs of the Ahuilan.
A banner? That's it? That's all you have?
Not just any banner. A royal banner. Only carried by royalty. Not something you buy in a market. Not in Caer Mar, anyway. There was a big regime change not long back all of a sudden. As soon as it happened, all Ahuilan trade and diplomatic relations with the Republic were stopped.
And you think this banner proves what?
Look, I'm not the brains. This was Jira's theory. I need to get this back to Tribune Silvermoon. She's, you know, smarter than I am. We have other pressing matters to attend to, but maybe we'll come visit someday, if you say so. If you don't mind, I'd like to name you in my report. Is that all right? Sure, why not? I guess I'll be on my way then. Farewell, and may the light of the Nexus shine on you, Colwalls.
Okay, that's going to complete the Jira's quest. I want to look back. Okay, so you get 50 experience for rolling that. I think you get the same amount for having the fight. You don't pick up any special weapons or anything from them. What I don't know is that during that fight, he was wearing chainmail +1. That's that multicolored looking chainmail. Not entirely sure if he dies during this fight. if you get to loot that off his body or not. Something interesting I haven't, like I say, I haven't really experimented with. I want to look and see my perception skill here is 6. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and put guidance here. Don't think there's anything up there. That door you can only access from the other side, I think. Yeah, you can only access it from the other side. Okay, so the guidance is worn off. And this is why I gave him the wisdom stat that I did, to improve his perception. Okay, so then here I think all these do is disarm the traps out here. And I lost guidance and failed that perception check. Nice. I think my guidance with her, or my perception with her, is +5. So yeah, that was gonna be helpful. Try and disarm. Then lockpick. Okay, in here we're gonna get a beautiful mace. And I'll put that on her. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else that we can loot in here. Since we didn't have a fight, I don't need to take a long rest. I will take a short rest, though. Oh, yeah, I won't, because of where we are. So, here inside this area, you see we have some young sand lions and a couple of regular sand lions. And we can have this fight here. So we're going to go into cautious mode, and we're going to jump down this way. Now, when you do this, there isn't another way back, an easy way back. This is a drop. You can't come back up this way. And once you get in here, you're kind of committed to doing this. So just keep that in mind. Now what we're going to do is kind of hold ourselves there. You can crawl through here to get out. We're going to wait for this young sand lion to go back, and then we're going to make our way out here and around. So we'll wait for these two to clear out. Okay. All right, good deal. So everybody made it back here. All right, and what we want to do is split our party here. We're going to take Rudi and move him down and around here. So, and again, I want to save some of this movement down here can get a little glitchy. I don't want to get him stuck. We can loot this bag. Roll a Scorching Ray, always nice to have. I'm going to put him up here. And not many other people are going to have an opportunity to attack here. Because I think last time this got fixed or something, and Jebfa isn't able to get up here onto the corner where she needs to attack, so I think I'm going to keep her down here. Okay, and we're going to start this off with him. Get him into a position where he can see. And that should be good. Okay, so they rolled low on initiative. As expected, our paladin with his low dexterity is going to always be rolling farther down in the list. So let's start getting some damage on the sand lions here. Which one's going first? He is. Okay, so we'll get sneak attack there. And now we'll start moving back. Okay, now Jebfa, I don't know if she's going to have anything that's going to be able to see anybody from here. Yeah, so we'll just ready that up and see if anybody comes within her line of sight. For Sharon, there's normally not anything that she's going to be able to do here. And Rudi, let's see if we see anybody out here with that. We can't, but we do have Acid Splash. Okay, now Dave's not going to be able to see anything, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We'll switch to this and just ready that up just in case anybody decides to do something I've never seen, which is actually try and come up the ramp and get up here. So I will be able to have a shot here. Gonna get me sneak attack again. Jebfa is not going to be able to see anybody, it looks like, from down here. Rudi might be able to see
Evo.
some people. Yeah, you can see this young sand lion here, but I would prefer, I think,
Arcana.
well, if you can see this one, then with Ice Spike, I'm going to get damage here as well.
Malmis.
Okay, well, everybody made their saves on everything. Okay, Dave's not going to be able to see anything. Okay, I keep getting Vex, which is good. And again, she's not going to be able to see anything, so we'll just end her turn. Same thing with Sharon.
Arcana.
So now we have a lot of enemies that might be able to be killed by Ice Spike. Or hit by Ice Spike anyway.
Malmis.
Okay, there we got some failures. Oh, we came up here.
Oh, come on. You still
Okay,
can't
that
be
was
discreet.
a very weird interaction there. And he missed again. Jeez. Are they going to stay down there, or are they going to come up too? Okay. So M should still have advantage here. Let's get sneak attack. And we'll move back. Okay, I think I'll move here. Okay, so now everybody can get some attacks in. Geez, only one.
Arcana. Evo.
Actually, I think I would, no. I'm going to save that for another Ice Spike.
Arcana. Evo. Malmis.
Okay. Ouch.
You'll get a nice scar.
$42. I think I'd like to save that for another Divine Smite. Okay, so we got a free one here.
Bleed. Malmis.
And I rolled 2 1s. You are absolutely kidding me. boy. Here he comes. So now this is going to get ugly. I think I overstepped here. Oh, jeez, look at these rolls. You're out of your mind. You're just absolutely out of your mind.
Neyorka, Evo, Malnis!
Left him with 1 hit point.
Marike, Abio, Yure!
He has to die. He absolutely has to die.
Arcana, Evo!
And there's nothing that I have that's a guaranteed hit.
Arcana,
70%.
Evo! Neoka!
These are all going to be attack rolls, so they're all going to be 70%. Acid Splash is a dexterity save, which I don't want to take the chance on.
Arcana, Necro, Malmis!
And I missed.
How did I miss?
Well, that is probably going to get Dave killed. That miss is probably going to get Dave killed. So he missed on the first one, and he missed on the second one. So I'm surprised on that. But if I can move here without an attack, provoking an attack of opportunity. Because I want to get more damage here if I can. And let's get a Divine Smite here.
Malmis!
Okay, well at least 9. I got some decent damage there. Now he's got 2 more attacks from this guy to soak up. Okay, only 1. He used his growl power. Ouch. And he hit him again. Might as well use it now. And I think I need to swap the scimitar into my offhand. I think its Nick isn't working. So I think those do have to be swapped. So that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. So now here,
Neyorka, Evo, Malmis!
okay, so 17. I don't think it matters what Sharon does here, because I don't think there's any way she can save Dave here. I think my best defense is a good offense here. That's a 60% chance to hit. Okay.
Neoka Muto Malmis!
Okay. I'm getting so tired of these. Look at these ones. They're just all ones. that D6 was a 1. I mean, come on. This is ludicrous at this point. It's just comical. Because now if I miss on a 61% chance here, or a 65% chance, Dave's going to go down. So, because yeah, this isn't going to give me enough hit points to survive anything. So, 65% chance to live or die. Alright. The sand lions are the problem. One, because they give themselves temporary hit points, but 2, they have 2 attacks per round. So...
Arcana Evo
We'll drop Acid Splash down here.
Malmis!
I think they're all just going to stay down there.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
And now there's nobody to give them temporary hit points for anything, so... I don't think I want to move him up yet. Okay. I don't think Acid Splash can hit both of them.
Evo Malmis!
But I can't get a kill there. Now he's going to move up closer. And now I think, can I? Yes, I can see him. That animation is so weird. Alright. So that was a lot more sporty than I wanted it to be. But I am quite under-leveled for that encounter anyway. I don't think there's anything over here. Did Rudi make it? Yeah, he came down. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Okay, some more food. dagger. Some more craftables. Some more craftables here, and then we can loot all of these. Okay. And then up here we have another jute bag. Alright. And I think yeah, the only other thing that we have access to here is back this way. And you don't have to go do this because we've already been in there. But
Easy on your ankles.
back here this way, you continue back here. This is that back entrance into this area here. You can crawl your way through. Okay, get yourself into a slightly different position for that encounter. So let's see if I can short rest. I can. And we have a beautiful mace we can ID, and that's a mace +1. And that will go on to her. Alright, so now we're finished up in here. So we want to take a long rest, and actually probably better if we do it here. We do have a campfire in here, I believe. We do. Yeah. Let's go take our long rest in here before we get out. We're going to have a fight coming up here in a little bit. And I want to make sure that we are all fully rested up. Let's take our scimitar and swap this. That's now going to let me, hopefully what I can do is now take that as my main attack action. I'll have another main attack action with the short sword. And then have my bonus action to get my 3 attacks, which Nick is going to allow, but we'll see what happens here. They may have actually fixed Nick. I didn't see it in the list, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, so we're going to leave the area. And we're going to drop a save. Okay, so we're going to get 2 new events here, and Jebfa now has something that she wants to say. And this is going to drop us into a new instance. There's going to be a perception check here.
We can't go on like this. We have to do something.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
Really? You can't hear them on the wind?
I thought I heard movement. Maybe saw something, but I wasn't sure.
We've been followed since Caer Mar. We have to lose them. Or I feel our song will end badly.
You think they're the ones after your Siklas items?
Blessed Marike. That is the one thing I am certain of.
Okay, time to take the initiative. Ambush them. This is as good a place as any. We can hold the high ground.
Are you sure? We don't know exactly what or how many there are.
She's right. What if they're too strong for us? We could lose our lives.
We don't have much time. They'll be here soon.
Stay low.
We're gonna be fine.
Well, we are definitely going to ambush them.
Your crew.
We're going to go all the way up here to do so. Let's split our group. Just out of range. Whoops. Okay, so we will be able to get some sneak attacks here. I don't know why I'm suddenly able to shoot them through the wall there. That's kind of weird. Let's move out of there just in case they could do the same to me. I don't think there's anything that we need to do here. And then I'll move back. They're gonna have to dash to get up here. Okay, now Rudi has a nice opportunity here. Okay, so I only got one. I got the Violent Brute. Okay, good. We got a big set of damage there. Okay. So that's all sorts of cover that they're going to be in, except for that, but that's not who I really want to go after. So I did get a hit there. Nice. Okay, I'll take it. I think... Whoops. I'm gonna throw out less. Again, everybody with cover. Except that one. I get shot on the scout. I guess that's better than nothing. Oh no, I'd have a shot on the enforcer as well, but it wouldn't be a great one. He should be dead. Okay. He made his save. Which is unfortunate.
Arcana, Evo. Malness. No
Ooh,
quarter
15.
given.
Rolled a crit with 7 and 8. Nice.
Nayoka, Evo. Malness.
What'd I leave him with? 1 hit point? Oh. Okay, so we'll move Jebfa back now. He's taking the long way around. It's perfectly fine by me. He's going after Dave, that's fine. Okay, so I should have advantage on this, but it's just a waste. I've got advantage on the beast handler here. That should get me sneak attack. And I rolled a crit. Nice, like it. Aaron is just going to...
Marike, Evo.
ready up Sacred Flame. They missed with advantage. Okay. Ouch.
It's nothing. Hold on.
Nayoka, Muto.
Move slightly so I can get him with no cover.
Nayoka, Muto, Malmis.
Nayoka, Evo, Malnis.
And a miss. now he's going to be brought into play here. Okay, so now with this, he's out of range there. Okay, nice. Let's use our bonus action to cast Healing Word here.
Fury!
Oh, that's a huge healing word.
I won't forget this.
Yeah. Would be nice if I could get that shouldn't matter, he's dead. Okay, good. Now let's use Shocking Grasp here.
Evo Malmis!
Oh, nice. A max. Rolled a crit on that too. Okay, so we're gonna move back here and ready up
Nayoka Evo
for this guy who's gonna come up here.
Malmis!
You going after Dave? Yeah. That's fine. He can keep going after the guy with the highest armor class. I think for Nick to work, I'm gonna have to be dual wielding scimitars. Because Nick isn't getting me a third attack in either one of my two spots. Yeah, because I do have Nick. So I think I'm going to have to be dual wielding scimitars, possibly.
Marike Evo
Oh, no, she's... Right, he's right here.
I thought
Missed
you could
on a
fight.
78%er.
Arcana Evo Malmis!
Nayoka Evo
Cover. Cover, cover. There we go.
Nayoka Evo Malmis!
Oh, there's that one again. There's that one again. At least it went after Dave.
They were definitely after us.
Their song has ended.
Let's see what we have here. What's this? Siklas jewelry?
Of course. The Siklas woman. She wanted to sell it to me, but I said no.
How about this?
Looks like some sort of gemstone.
Oh, nothing so fancy. It's just a crystal. Flashy, but cheap.
It's a Siklas keystone. They're very common. It allows them to focus the flow of mana to power greater magic.
Interesting. And this looks like a map drawn in glass. Or is that amber?
Song of Wonder. It's an amberlith, an ancient form of Siklas map. No one knows how they made them.
Oh, look, a cross there, see? This is a treasure map. Don't be daft, more likely something to do with their plans. Or the location of their hideout.
What about this piece of paper? The writing's very odd.
It's a common cipher. Simple to decrypt.
By Aaron's beard. If you can, please do.
Bring Calibur's map to the hideout. Kill the woman if needed.
Oh, blessed Maraike. Not Jade.
Oh, we can't be sure of that. She could still be alive.
We should make sure Jebfa returns to her people safely.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want my song to end. But is my life worth more than Jade's?
Well, we could find the place marked on the map. Maybe we can locate your friend and whoever is behind this.
Blessed listener, I will trust your decision.
Okay, so that's... Her song is ended. Bring the bracelet to Keto. We found out about the murdered Siklas. They had taken her bracelet. And we can now return that to Keto back at the city. First, let's go loot a little bit. Okay, we'll lockpick the chest. And a pearl. And we'll start looking through the bodies down here. Another short sword. Okay, another amethyst. Some hide armor, which we won't need. I think that's it. Okay. Don't think there's anything up here. Yeah, there's not. Oh, they added a vision cone for the map. Interesting. And again, just kind of pulsing left alt as I go to make sure there's nothing hidden anywhere. Okay, because there's a skeleton down here. Okay, and again, if you want to read this, you can pause it. It's about a missing girl. Again, don't know if there's going to be something that might, in the future, go along with that. And then we'll split the group and we'll climb up here and loot this jute bag. And the book, again, you can read it. Talking about figuring out spells. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay, so the way out is here. Okay, now we will have opened up a couple of new things on the map here, a couple of permanent locations that we'll be exploring here in a little bit, but first we're going to get into the Sentinel here. And we'll enter the fort.
That?
Some kind of border post?
Oh, shouldn't be a problem. We're agents of the beacon, remember?
What makes you think I forgot?
Okay, now let's see who has the religion. +3, +2. So it's his. Okay, because in here is Herald. So we'll cast guidance on Rudi.
Well met, newcomers. Or maybe I should say, clear skies. Harold Strongarm at your service. You're from overseas.
How did you know?
Ha! You mean besides the way you talk and being equipped like adventurers? You searching for glory and riches in our beautiful land?
How is that your concern?
Oh, don't mind me, just looking for business. I'm a comber, you see.
No, not really. What are combers?
We comb the places adventurers have made safe, collecting and reselling loot left behind, sharing the proceeds with them. So, combers. Simple.
Oh, you're like the scavengers on Ferendra.
Now you've got me at a disadvantage. Anyways, you ever want a dirty job done for you? Just visit this here humble tent.
We'll keep that in mind.
Interesting. You look like an adventurer yourself.
Ah, yes. In a former life. I'm retired.
Okay, so you did pass the religion check there, and that's going to open up this dialogue option.
Interesting. It looks like the owl watches over you.
Oh. What? This symbol? Yes. I don't hide my faith.
Oh, sounds like you have a tale to tell.
One day, maybe, but we've just met. Combers do business before trading confidences.
Fair enough. Can you tell us more about these lands?
A lesson on Neakos. That's gonna take some time.
We're just getting our bearings.
Neakos is a vast continent, with a host of different folks and riven by conflict. But Caer Mar is a pretty safe place, if you abide by the law. We're still safe here, behind the Sentinel, but outside, it's dangerous, and there are rumors of a war in the south. But that's far from here.
Do the combers offer any services outside the beacon's territory? You know, in case we want to use them.
Well, our network's a little limited right now. It's kind of why we're here today. But it will improve, I promise. So don't hesitate to come back.
We won't.
Okay, and that's going to reveal the faction combers. If you look at your factions, this is going to be adding new ones as you go, and listing the important people that are in them. So you'll be able to find out who they are and how many of them you still have to meet. It'll give you what your reputation level is and all that sort of stuff. So for now, let's take a look around here. You can talk to Harold again if you want, but he doesn't say anything.
Move along now. This is a restricted area.
Okay, so nothing down here. You can't access this upper portion yet. There's stairs here that are guarded. And right now there's no ladder here. There's going to be a ladder there a little bit later on when we come back to this place. But that's going to be a much different scenario. So these crates that you're seeing up there, you can't actually reach them yet. And here's Ellie. You should remember Ellie from the demo.
Neiman business? Very well. Move along.
All right, my lovelies.
Not too bad. And you?
Could be better. Name's Ellie Sharpreef. You?
We're the Colwalls. Nice to meet you, Ellie.
Wow, a family. Never would have guessed. You's all working for the Lady Anabasia?
Haven't worked that out. And you?
Same, I guess. Right now, I's got to get home. I lives in Torwen.
Never heard of it.
It's an old beacon watchtower. Got busted up by a quake. Now it's just a fishing village, built on the ruins. Lots of weird mana stuff and broken statues floating all over.
Sounds incredible.
Yous get used to it, I suppose. But yeah, guess so.
It's all in order. You can go.
Thanks. Gots to go. Guess you do too.
Sure. It was a pleasure, Ellie.
Likewise, matey.
So again, Torwen was the village that we met Ellie in during the demo. So I'm pretty sure that's just going to be repurposed into a new set of content that will go along with it, with the full version of the game. No reason to make all that content for the demo and then just throw it away, so... Okay, so now we can go and we can get back on the road. And we're only going to do a couple of more things here. Okay, so we do have some new areas that have popped up. I want to drop a permanent save here. Okay, so we have a survival check. Okay, so we're tracking. So let's observe. And in here we have a group of kobolds, mainly attempting to hide. Okay. So we can either attack them, we can intimidate them, or we can steer away. And I think we get the same experience for doing either one of these. Okay, so we earned some gold out of that and a small diamond. Okay, and next thing that we're going to do, now I've done that, I'm going to drop another save, is we're going to hit this bridge. Okay, so there's a 12-foot tall Etten here at the bridge. And we have a deception, 100% chance here. But tell them you already know the password. Okay, and he spills it. The password is Smelly Kavuli, so you can say it. And you receive 15 XP out of that, and you can continue on your journey. Okay, so we don't want to take a forced march. Okay, we don't want to take a forced march. Okay, so you've got some crying here. So we can approach, and you discover a young kobold. Okay, we want to talk. Okay, so we can offer to accompany her. Okay, and now she's going to join our party. Okay, we get down here to the bridge again, and the Etten is still here. If you say Smelly Kavuli, you don't know that's actually the password. They may have changed it. Okay, so yes, it's pass. And we get 5 XP for that, and we can continue on our journey. We're going to be coming back here to deal with that. Okay, we don't want a forced march here. Okay. So terror birds and sand lions eyeing each other, circling a halfling corpse. Let's try and hide first. Wow, that's a whole bunch of nat 20s I've rolled. Now we can attempt to ambush. I wasn't planning on doing this today, but because I don't like the sand lions. Okay. So let's... Okay, so I got it to land. Let's hope he fails his saving throw. Okay, so we have advantage here. Okay. So she's got advantage on this attack. Okay, good. Okay, so he failed it. He's asleep. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Keep him out of this. Now, Twosa can't really do a whole lot, and Twosa is incredibly squishy. Now, she does have explosive pearls that she can throw, but you want to kind of keep her protected.
Next time.
Now these are all melee enemies, so as long as you keep her out of melee range of one of the enemies here, then you'll be alright. Outstanding. I think he's good right here. We'll move him back one. Okay, he had a dash to get in. This terror bird's gonna dash. Hey, Dave, let's get him to move up here. Let's get our one free Divine Smite.
Malmis!
Okay, so let's start throwing damage on the other terror bird here.
Arcana,
70%
Evo,
chance.
Malmis!
Nice.
Marike, Evo, Malmis!
We're gonna move down here.
Nayorka, Evo, Malmis!
Nice. Both terror birds dead. Oh, Twosa even got a kill with a crit. Nice. Okay, so here we should be able to get sneak attack. Hopefully Dave can end this. And of course not. Why would Dave be able to end it? Dave! Come on, man. Let's move around this side. Actually, I can still get here. Yeah. And he missed. I'll take that attack of opportunity. Okay, so I think now we move everybody into a spot here, because he's asleep. So I think we move everybody out here. And Get them in a position where they can all attack the Sand Lion at once. I'll accept Twosa. We'll leave Twosa back here. Okay, so we'll just take our time and move up here. We have time. Okay, so Rudy's going to get perched up here. He can still see here. Sharon is good here. Debpa is going to take another round to get up there. Em is going to stay down here. And Dave is going to stay down here. Okay, Rudy's gonna stay right there. Sharon, let's get... No, I double clicked by accident. No, I didn't. Okay, good. 1, 2, out of range. Still out of range. Okay, so we'll get Bless. Okay, so Twosa's done. Now I think we can start this off. So... Could get sneak attack. Okay, rolled a crit. Nice. Okay, come on, Dave. We need a hit here. Big Divine Smite. Well done.
Arcana, Evo, Malmis!
Okay, not as much damage as I wanted out of that.
Marike, Evo.
Only 50%. Why does she have disadvantage on that? Oh, because it's prone. That's right.
Marike, Abio. Tiribe.
All right. Jebfa.
Nayoka, Evo.
Forgot he's prone.
Malnus!
Oh, she still managed to get a hit and a kill. Thank you. Okay, so let's do some quick looting here. And that will be it for today. Don't think there's anything else out here. Yeah, there's no building up here or anything this time. So we'll take our long rest. Okay, and we have a level up, and we're going to do that at our next long rest that we're going to take. So we will drop a save here. And that's going to lead us to the end of the episode today. So, as always, thank you all for being here. My channel members, thank you all for your support. I most definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much. For everybody else, as I always say, without your support, none of this would be possible. This is Commander Dervahl saying, until next time, fare thee well.